Hi there, it's me, Steve. Have you seen Blue, my puppy? What? Hey guys, it's Alyssa. Now most of you may know, or maybe you're just finding out now, that's totally fine, but I work for a company called Frederator Networks. I am the community manager there, so I basically run all their social media, and I read all of our YouTube comments on our multiple channels, and I also do some hosting for a channel called Channel Frederator. So on Channel Frederator, I usually talk about cartoons a lot with my coworker Cade, and a bunch of the other people that are on the channel, because that's what it is, it's an animation cartoon channel. So that's why usually when I'm here on my channel, I don't like to do as many videos about cartoons because I just talk about them at my job, which, oh my god, it's so hard. Like, it's not that hard because I always have something to say or a new cartoon to watch or anything related to animation. But one type of cartoon or cartoon shows that I don't usually talk about on Channel Frederator because that's just not what our audience is baby shows or shows that I watched when I was in preschool or early elementary school. To, you know, mix things up a little bit, on this channel, today I'm going to be talking about preschool and elementary school shows that I used to watch as a kid that I can remember. Some of them are cartoons, some of them are like live action-y, but you know, it's still in that happy fun time go lucky world. Now, I was born in the early 90s, 1994 to be exact. So a lot of these shows are from that era, and I stopped watching like baby shows when I was going into like second grade because, you know, like when you stayed home from school, you were sick, there would be shows on. Like Dora was too old for me, but like if it was on TV when I was homesick, I would still watch it because that's the only thing that was on. You know, you have the generic stuff, like I'm gonna talk about Nick Jr. and Playhouse Disney, and also PBS Kids. And another channel that aired children's shows, kind of like PBS Kids near me, was called WLIW 21, that had those kind of shows. So let's just start off with one of my favorites that I always think about, and that's Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues, for all of you youngins that for some reason don't know what Blue's Clues is, it's about a dog named Blue, and she's blue. Pretty explanatory. And with her best friend Steve, who is her owner, he lives in a house with all these objects that talk. So Blue likes to play this game called Blue's Clues, where if she wants Steve to help her do something, or has an idea, or wants to make something happen during the day, she will put her paw print on 3 different objects that Steve will have to take and put together to think of what she wants to do. And then after a while, Steve had to leave, and they brought in another guy named Joe, and he just didn't fill that void in my heart. A couple other things on Nick Jr. that I loved as a kid that have fond memories, but not as much as Blue's Clues, were Little Bear, Allegra's Window, Gullah Gullah Island, but I also loved on Nick Jr. Face. Now Face, how do I describe Face? He's a face, right? That's pretty much how it is. And he's the guy that tells you like what's coming up next. So like if Blue's Clues is coming up next, he'll appear on your screen and tell you. So Nick Jr. was probably my go-to sometimes when if my mom turned on the TV. But then, you know, we got all these other baby preschool shows I'm gonna talk about that I think everybody has at least checked out at some point. So of course you got the big guy, Sesame Street. Elmo is my favorite character. When they made that segment called Elmo's World, where like Elmo took you like after Sesame Street ended, like you go to Elmo's house with his fish and you just like hung out with Elmo, like that was my favorite thing ever. Another show that I loved for preschoolers was Barney and Friends, or Barney the Dinosaur, whatever Barney it was at that time. Barney, I liked Barney. That's all I can say. Another channel that I used to watch as a kid, especially like on the weekends, I remember I'd wake up early because that's what kids do. And I'd go downstairs and I'd turn on my TV and I would have cereal and just watch Playhouse Disney. So I used to watch Bear in the Big Blue House, which is about a bear and a big blue house. You know what, actually a lot of my childhood shows from like preschool are like really explanatory titles and things. I also loved PB&J Otter, which were about these 3 otter siblings, and they sang and danced and they used their noodle and did the noodle dance. The other channel, like I said before, was PBS Kids, or WLIW 21, where I'm from, and that has shows that aired Barney and Sesame Street, and also other things like Arthur. So Arthur is about an aardvark. Yes, he's an aardvark. Like, I think of most kids when they learned like the alphabet or like what animals are. Like they're like, Arthur, aardvark. We all know what an aardvark is. Arthur actually started off as a book series, like a children's book series, and I remember like when he first got his glasses, and I would just sit in my kindergarten classroom or first grade classroom, and like we had those in the classroom, so I'd literally sit there and read Arthur books. And that's another video that I would talk about, stuff like this. Let me know if you want me to talk about any childhood books. Like we're talking about baby preschool shows, what about baby preschool books? Not even that, like books that I read as a kid. Let me know, give it a like, and maybe it will happen. A couple other shows that I used to watch on that channel are Cyber Chase. It was about like these kids, and they went into the cyber world. They went, like, it's kind of the internet, I think, and they had to stop like a bad guy, and it was basically all about math, so you learn math while you're there. And Guilford Godfrey was like the main sidekick. What? I also used to watch Teletubbies, and I don't like admitting that, but when I was a kid I used to watch it. I don't know, looking back, I don't know why I liked it. So let me know in the comments below what your favorite preschool show that you used to watch as a kid was. Was it any of these that I talked about? Was it something in your area, or a different show completely on a different channel? You're awesome, I'm awesome, and thank you so much for watching this video. And if you want, you can press subscribe, which lets you know every time I post a video, which comes out whenever. Also hit that notification bell so you know, you get an email when I post a video, so that you know instantly. And if you want to follow me on all my social media sites, you can go to the description box below. It's all right there. Go right for it. I'm on there all the time. And I'll see you guys around, okay? Bye. Woo! Now it's time for So Long, but we'll sing just one more song during the end screen. Thanks for doing your part. You sure are smart. You know, with me and you and YouTube, we could do anything that we want to do. I remember all the songs from Blue's Clues. Is it a blessing or a curse? That's the thing.